I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to London, England. We're at the Royal London Theatre for our main event of the evening. 12 rounds of heavyweights between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Bazooka. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome Dynamite.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
Well, they're scheduled to go to full 12 here tonight. Round one now underway.
You know, just because you look the role doesn't mean you can play the role. And in a matchup like this, we know one guy has a lot of strength. You can just see the muscularity. One guy doesn't. But this sport has taught us time and time again, sometimes that doesn't matter at all.
Like the great Sugar Ray Robinson, a lot of people think the greatest fighter of all time, pound for pound. He used to say that boxing is like geometry. It's about angles, keeping somebody off balance. Not who's stronger, but who can use those assets, or who can keep the other guy from using them.
Up and down, side to side.
Well-struck, solid combination by Dynamite. That's a good block by Dynamite. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. Good-looking right hand after he got hit. It's been a recent trend, Teddy, where we've seen in the heavyweight division a lot of Eastern Europeans dominating. Why do you think that is?
Same thing in basketball. I don't think they're the better athletes, but you know what? There's an urgency. There's a real hunger. This is their opportunity. The fighters over here, and the basketball players for that part, they have too many options here. Over there, they make the most of it, and fundamentally, they're very sound.
Good defensive skill with the block by Dynamite. You can see what he's trying to do there. He wants to create space. A little push, a little shove. Why not? Get away from me. Blocks away that headshot. Good block. Final 10 seconds of round number one. We come to the end of the round. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. And looking up at these corners, you can see the cutman obviously getting to work as they do after every round. What makes a great cutman?
Well, he's got to have the right medicines, the right coagulants to stop that. Usually Avitine, thrombin, adrenaline. But the most important thing, Joe, is he has to be calm. He has to be able to identify where that cut is. Maybe there's more than one cut. So you got to be calm enough to see the whole picture, the whole landscape, clean it off, put pressure on it, get that medicine in there, keep your fighter from getting excited. And then you need a fighter who's going to get on his wheels a little bit, give the medicine a chance to work.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. solid right hands headline that exchange. That's a good block by Bazooka. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Very nice job landing that counter punch, getting away from one that was coming at him. Nice block by Bazooka. Targeted.
Let's see some more head out of the way.
Good block there by Dynamite. Nice exchange. Both right hands landed. Lands the counter. End of the round here, and as I glance around ringside and look at the judges, I'm wondering what they're writing down, because that was a tough round to score.
Yeah, it was, and you know, it's the kind of round where one guy would be really smart to take a page out of the book of Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler, where Leonard stole rounds at the end, where he just clipped off 30 seconds, and that's exactly what the judges remembered.
See what he's trying to do there. He wants to create space. A little push, a little shove. Why not? Get away from me. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Well-placed shot after landing there again. Able to show you his blocking ability. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Nice two-punch combo by Bazooka. Well-placed counter by Bazooka. How is he able to do this? How is he able to take these shots?
You know, one time Muhammad Ali talked about taking a chin. He had one of the great chins of all time. And what he basically talked about was that when you start to get hit those shots, you start to go down a hallway. And then you go into a gray room. You go from a light room to a gray room. And at the end of the hallway, you see a dark room. You don't want to go to that dark room. And you have a choice. You put your feet down and you start backing up. I'm not going to that dark room. This guy is not being taken to that dark room.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Able to defend and then go on the offensive. Undoubtedly, the most effective element of his entire arsenal tonight is his jab. He's so committed to fighting on the outside, and he's jabbing away beautifully.
Well, Cus D'Amato used to tell me, Teddy, when you're in doubt, jab. Well, this fighter, When he's been in doubt, he's jabbed. When he's been sure of himself, he's jabbed. As you said, he's made a jab fest of this all night long.
We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
Blocks that punch. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
A well-placed left hand by Dynamite. Digs in with a good solid uppercut after taking one. Blocks away that headshot. He got hit, but he sends it right back. Good job with another left hand. Good block by Bazooka. Good defensive skill. Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Move your head.
10 clicks of the talk. Well-placed counter punch by Bazooka. As we come to the end of the round, Joe and Teddy with you ringside. Teddy, that's one of those rounds where I wonder what were the judges looking for, because it's tough to kind of draw a line between those two fighters.
Yeah, very close, but one of those rounds where you could steal it. You did a little bit more in those last 30, 20 seconds. Maybe that's the impression the judges are left with.
I would assume there has to come a point in this fight where he has to make the commitment to throw the power punches. It's hard to envision a way he's going to win this fight without going down that road.
He doesn't have the confidence to do it. I don't know if he's mentally strong enough to do it. I think he's worried about throwing hard at the guy, because maybe in his mind that means the guy will throw hard back at him.
Another shot comes in. What guts it takes, what commitment it takes to keep up with this kind of a pace. The action's been nonstop.
Now, the one thing I can tell you is this is where you don't worry about pace. You don't think about pace. Otherwise, you could not be doing what these guys are doing. They're just going round to round.
Keep moving.
Well-placed counter punch by Bazooka. This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special offensive happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange.
Does it surprise you that he's not going to the body as much as he could be?
Well, what surprises me is that he doesn't have the intuitiveness, you know, just the instinct to understand, to recognize the situation. That's part of the ability of a good fighter, to recognize what he should be doing in a certain situation. He's not seeing that. He should be going downstairs.
Throws a counter punch there. Blocks that punch. Good looking counter punch. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds. Good scoring counter punch by Dynamite. This has been a hotly contested war throughout, and you just have a sense that it's going to end at any moment in these later rounds.
Yeah, these guys are not saving anything. They're going for broke right from the beginning.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Good job protecting himself. Dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Devastating blow by Bazooka.
Sort of like a loaded gun, that straight punch there, Teddy. You can see him lining it up and then just releasing and hitting that trigger.
Yeah, you're right. A loaded gun with a nice long barrel that makes sure that the bullet, in this case the punch, goes nice and accurate, straight ahead.
Good job staying away from the danger there. Halfway through this round here. Able to cover up that gut. Good looking counter punch. He went after it that time, but the power punch couldn't connect. Halfway through what is one of the best rounds you'll ever see. Just great action.
No, it's unbelievable. I mean, if you love roller coasters, you go to an amusement park. If you want to see left hooks, right hands, every direction, great chins, great endurance, great heart, you come to this fight. You stay right here.
Round comes to an end here. An enjoyable night sitting ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. A lot better than our day we spent at the horse track the other day, where we couldn't get any winners. At least I couldn't. But we were talking about the fact that
So many parallels to be made between boxing and life boxing and all these other sports we enjoy, like horse racing, of being well-conditioned and working your way up to this one singular moment.
Yeah, well, the trainer obviously has to get the athlete. In this case, the athlete happens to be over 1,000 pounds, and that's a horse. You know, at peak condition, he has to look at a calendar just like a trainer does with a fighter, know when the race is, know when the fight is, and not get used up out on the track or used up, of course, in the gym.
Nice block by Bazooka. Fires right back at him. Lands the counter. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. Well done that time, landing the counter punch. At the halfway point of round 7. Way to block there. As basic as can be, but it works. A jab followed by the straight. And now he's putting his punches together. There he goes. Able to dismiss it. Final 10 seconds. Nice job to land that counter punch and getting away from one of his own by Bazooka. End of the round here, a round that saw a lot of action. The kind of round that fans pay to be here to see.
Well, these are TV-friendly fighters, and we figured that coming in.
Comes right back with some offense of his own. Committing to the combo now, both land. Nice block by Bazooka. That is a big right hand after eating one himself.
Side to side, move your head.
Nice combination, throwing more than one, both scored there. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
Dynamite trying to create some space between him and his opponent. You know he wants to fight on the inside. He cannot be smothered. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. Good counter punch. Exchange, scoring well with the right hands. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
And a smart counterpunch by Bazooka. It's hard to believe that he can win this fight on the scorecards. That means it's do or die at this point. You got to go for broke.
Yeah, that means that you got to come up with that Hail Mary pass. Now, when you come up with that Hail Mary pass, you don't just chuck the ball. You have to have a receiver down there. You have to make sure that he's running a certain route. Right now, he's got to look for one spot, something to land that shot.
Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Good return fire that time. See, he's got his guard up really well that time and it protects his head. Blocks away that headshot. What a fight. What a great, non-stop action fight this has been. Bazooka's able to avoid that punch. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. And this round comes to an end. It is a round that was highly entertaining. These guys really put forth quite an effort.
Well, they both have high engines. They have motors that never stop going.
Able to show you his blocking ability. Holy cow! Oh, that's a big hook right there. The tactical game paying off. You can see the counter punch.
Yeah, you see the counter punch, but you know what I see? I see a little tentativeness now in him because he's afraid to let anything go because when he misses, bang, it gets caught.
counterpunch by Dynamite.
Keep the head moving. Keep moving, move, keep moving around the ring.
Halfway through round 10. And a smart counterpunch by Bazooka. That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Dynamite. Able to cover up that gut. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. This round comes to an end here. Joe Tessitore sitting ringside as always with Teddy Atlas. Love coming to this fight venue. We always have a great time when we come to town, with the exception of having to pay the bill for our entire crew on the night before when they take us out to a steak dinner.
Yeah, you know, they remind me of fighters a little bit. You know, the fighters that we see that have every once in a while, very short arms. You know, these guys,
they don't have the reach.
No,
they can't reach for the wallet.
No, they don't. And I tell you, they would be great on the inside. Really great. I wish I could put them on the inside in the kitchen where I didn't have to take care of them at the table, but great guys.
Blocks away that headshot. This is great stuff. I mean, great stuff. Bringing it every which way they are.
So you remember the time you were on a vacation, you saw that perfect sunset?
Oh, yeah.
It was just beautiful. This is beautiful.
Some fine fundamentals. Good counterpunch.
Nice mousetrap there. He let him in beautifully. He didn't use cheese. He used distance.
Still not moving enough. Move.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. way to protect the midsection.
Up and down, side to side.
Round comes to an end. And that's one of those rounds, Teddy, that just takes on a certain style, a certain characteristic. And that was a busy one.
Yeah, it was a busy one. Look, Joe, you don't have to look for these guys.
Holy cow! Dynamite, stunned and staggered. Bazooka's showing some real guts here. Hey, this fight was not going his way at all, but somehow he has gathered momentum.
Yeah, he behaved like a fighter. He got through the tough times, and now guess what? Good times in front of him.
Boy, what guts. What guts to stay in there and gather yourself again after he was taking a beating.
Yeah, what guts, what instincts, and what a set of whiskers.
Lands the counter. Good block. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Not able to land the headshot. Able to dismiss it. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. A sound combination by Dynamite. Good defensive skill. So swiftly able to turn defense into offense. Nice counter punch.
And what you're noticing here is his opponent is starting to be a little wary of letting his jab go, because every time he jabs, he gets caught.
That's a good block by Bazooka. Scored well after being hit himself. Nice block by Dynamite. And we send it up to the ring at the end of this fight to hear what the judges had to say.
Tonight, the judges have reached a unanimous decision. Your winner, Dynamite!
He's your winner by unanimous decision. All three judges giving it to him.
I didn't agree with the judges completely, but they got the right guy winning.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you soon.